in his research, Gottman identified these 3 types of kind of what he calls, I think, emotional families you might have grown up in. So like, I want you to listen and see what you might relate to. There's 3 kinds. One is the emotional dismissing. That's the first one, emotional dismissing. So this is the kind of family where your emotions were dismissed or minimized. People weren't comfortable talking about emotions and maybe would try to quickly move on. That was definitely in my house what happened. You might have heard, oh, don't be upset. You'll be fine. The famous boys don't cry. And as an adult, of course, you're going to have then a hard time even identifying your emotions or showing your true feelings or connecting with others around their emotions. So you can, I got to tell you, anyone who becomes a counselor, therapist, psychologist, me, that's the reason you get into it, because you're kind of effed up about this stuff. And so this is how you learn. And, in my drug rehab days, I've talked about before, they always make you go around and name a feeling, like in the groups. And I used to dread this because I didn't know what my feelings were. I knew like happy and sad, maybe okay or fine, maybe angry occasionally or miffed. That's all I knew. So it was really hard, but you gotta practice, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So the second kind, so that was emotion dismissing. Then there's emotion disapproving. And in this kind of family, you might have even gotten punished for showing your anger or your sadness, or there was just this unsympathetic reprimand or a criticism about expressing your feelings or asking others about their feelings, right? Expressing feelings means maybe even meant you were trying to like get your way, you're trying to manipulate me, and feels like it can feel like it's getting out of control easily. So as an adult, you might get angry and harsh when someone's expressing their feelings because you're trying to contain the situation or control the situation. Or someone might be this way to you if you are someone who shares their feelings. And then the third, don't we all wish we grew up in this house, is emotional coaching. So if you were lucky enough to grow up in this type of family, you were surrounded by people who were really comfortable sharing, expressing, discussing emotions. You were asked how you felt. You were validated around your feelings. It was okay to be sad or angry. You were encouraged to express your feelings. You got asked more questions, delve deeper, let's go there. So as an adult, you're not going to be afraid of emotions in yourself, in other people. You're not going to feel threatened or attacked in a disagreement. You're going to be able to handle things in this whole other way. Emotions are your friend. You're not afraid of them. You don't. Yeah, I know. Some of us are. You emotionally healthy people are listening. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, some of us are afraid of them, or were. I've done a lot of therapy, so you can see, right? Major problems happen in relationships when there's a mismatch of these meta emotions, of how you feel about your emotions, of how you treat emotions. When there's a mismatch between you and your partner, problems happen.